Vince McFarlane, aka Versace Vince. How are you guys doing today? Or this evening? This morning, I guess. Depending on what part of the world you're from. All is well on this side of the pond, up here in Wayne, Michigan. We do have an interesting development for you. The city of Westland has released their May 19th body camera footage, their police body camera footage. Nothing really to speak of, I guess, as far as new. I have to review everything in its totality. I have not reviewed everything, but I've uploaded everything that I've received from the city of Westland, and that is something that will be dissected, and will definitely for our other laws that we have coming up, because we want to condense it. We don't want, but we also want to. We need to be thorough. Things that I'm really focused on: malicious prosecution, 1983 Monell, impossibility of probable cause, right? But really, malicious prosecution is the big element. I would say the biggest element, one of the main elements, and evidence fabrication as well. Because when there is literally an impossibility of probable cause, because there's no codified ordinance, there's no valid law to enforce. That's obviously a big deal. That's a element that you don't see too often. You don't see a case where probable cause doesn't even have to technically be argued, because it's an impossibility. And so that kind of really opens the door for a lot of things in regards to claims. I mean, malicious prosecution, yeah, that's putting it very simply, but there's much more than that. So we are starting to dissect it, but malicious prosecution, evidence fabrication, those are the two main points. But there's others as well, but we really have to dissect it a little bit further, and kind of refine and consolidate, and really zoom in on what we're alleging, right? Which it's not an allegation. It's mathematical certainty. So there's some things that, well, five warrantless break-ins. I mean, 5 guys, 5 total. I mean, that's a lot. So that is clearly a 1983 Monell policy, custom, or tradition that led to, that's directly responsible for the violations, constitutional rights violations. I mean, really, you can't find a greater evil against the Fourth Amendment than this case. It's truly astounding, guys. Truly astounding stuff. So, like I said, the truth, justice, and setting a precedent that this cannot happen to another individual, right? Another family. That is what is most paramount in this case, or cases, I guess you could say. So, my uncle was in the Michigan Supreme Court, People versus McFarlane, 1973, and this is This is another People versus McFarland, right? City of Wayne versus McFarland, McFarland versus City of Wayne, what have you. Quite a number of years later, we have another People versus. So we have a lot to dissect, a lot to get to, and transcripts to get, discovery to get, ROAs to correct, because the City of Wayne, the 29th District Court, has completely and utterly falsified the ROA, the Register of Actions. So there's a lot of problems with this case that have to be touched on. But one day at a time, that's what they say, and that's how we will proceed. So again, I really appreciate your guys' support, your continued support. Please consider making a donation, and please consider supporting the eBay store, Disabled Vet Source. We really appreciate all your guys' help. We appreciate your support. We love you guys very much, and we are going to make you proud. I hope, I really do. I hope we're going to exceed your expectations, but I know there's been a lot of interest and a lot of curiosity in this case, and I know there's a lot on the line, right? So I hope that this video has been informative, of course, and we will talk soon. Appreciate you guys. Love you.